Envista First Look, new entry-level SUV, served hot and cheap. Meet the Envista, an affordable, entry-level crossover wearing a new nameplate for the Buick brand. The subcompact Envista, which goes on sale this summer, undercuts the Buick Encore as the smallest of its SUV-only lineup. And the name change clears up confusion just as the premium brand prepares to sell an updated Buick Encore GX, another subcompact SUV which had no engineering kinship with the smaller Encore, which was on a completely different platform. Hold on, that's a lot of Buick SUVs. What's the Envista, again? In the General Motors multiverse, the Envista is mechanical cousins with the upgraded 2024 Chevrolet Trax, whereas the Encore GX is cousins with the 2024 Chevrolet Trailblazer. All are now on GM's 9B platform and are assembled at the same plant in Korea. The big difference is, the Envista is front-wheel drive only, like the Trax, while the Encore GX has available all-wheel drive. That alone will attract different customers. The Envista is actually 11 inches longer, including a wheelbase that grew by 4 inches, and the sleeker coupe-like vehicle is 3 inches lower. But don't call it a sedan, or an SUV, it is a crossover designed to attract sedan owners and those who want to put a toe into the utility vehicle water. What's under the hood of the 2024 Buick Envista? Powering the Envista is a 1.2-liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine, good for 136 horsepower and 162 lb-ft of torque, mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission, same powertrain used by the Trax. The Encore GX also uses the 1.2-liter i3, but with a CVT for front-drive models. It is also offered with a slightly larger 1.3-liter turbocharged 3-cylinder, and the AWD versions have a 9-speed automatic transmission. Fuel efficiency has not been certified yet, but the Envista is expected to get 28 miles per gallon in the city and 32 mpg on the highway for a combined 30 miles per gallon, says lead development engineer Scott McLean. Safety features are decent for a car this size, with 6 active safety systems standard, including auto emergency braking and lane keep assist. Buyers can add more features such as adaptive cruise control, lane change alert with blind zone alert, and rear cross-traffic alert. Buick Envista positioned as affordable entry-level vehicle. While the GX's starting price is $26,895 and the upscale Avenir version is a reasonable $33,195, the Envista is the true entry point for the Buick lineup, starting at just $23,495 for the preferred base model. There is also a $25,195 Sport Touring, and the Avenir trim starts at $29,695, which keeps the entire Envista lineup under the $30,000 mark. There is a dwindling number of vehicles available under $30,000. There are only 10 to 14 on the market as automakers discontinue small cars, says Buick Marketing Director Sam Russell. The Envista is a value play that is expected to be a conquest champ, attracting buyers orphaned because their current car has been discontinued while also attracting shoppers in the used car market. Such attainable pricing was, not coincidentally, an attractive aspect of the old Encore, too. Adding an Avenir means the entire Buick lineup, from the Envista to the Encore GX, Envision, and Enclave offer the popular loaded trim that accounts for about 28% of sales. Avenir was introduced on the 2018 Buick Enclave, was added for the 2021 Envision, and is now on the Encore GX that goes on sale in May, just ahead of the Envista. Where did Envista name come from? After a lot of internal research, the lead for the new name came from the Envista concept car shown in 2016. To keep the already established N____ naming strategy, it was tweaked to Envista. No, none of the Envista 2+2 Coupe's design made it to production. The Envista is the first Buick designed from scratch using design direction from the Wildcat EV concept, a 2+2 Coupe revealed last year. The Encore GX offered our first look at putting Wildcat features into production, but being a mid-cycle refresh, designers could only go so far, says Buick Advanced Design Manager Steve McCabe. In fact, the Wildcat show car was being done at the same time as the Encore GX and Envista. By this time next year, Buick will have introduced 5 vehicles inspired by the Wildcat. They include a mix of upgrades of current models and new nameplates. Buick will get its first battery electric SUV next year, and a second in 2025. The EVs will use the Electra name, followed by an alphanumeric. Key elements include the sharp-nosed profile, low mouth, thin wing headlights mounted higher, a wider overall stance, and moving the new Buick tri-colored and illuminated tri-shield logo from the grille to the fascia. Story behind the new Buick emblem. Interesting fact behind that new emblem, it came about by accident, sort of. Buick designers often drew new models with quick and streamlined versions of the Buick logo with only the 3 shields and no circular outline. The proper badge would be added in and the drawings themselves cleaned up a bit before those sketches were shown to management for consideration, but the simpler logo slipped through one time and was spotted by GM President Mark Roos, who loved the look and pushed for the first new Buick logo since 1990. To help ease the brand's transition to the new logo, the Envista wears Buick lettering on its tailgate to allay internal concerns that customers wouldn't recognize the design as a Buick. The Envista will be offered with a choice of 8 exterior colors. Standard wheel sizes include 17 inches on the base model, black painted 18s on the Sport Touring, and exclusive 19-inch wheels with a pearl nickel finish on the Avenir. Each trim has an option to size up by 1 inch. The Sport Touring, expected to be the volume trim, has a sportier look with darker wheels, cladding, and trim, but Sport does not denote any enhanced performance, that would be a GS. Avenir has body color moldings, more chrome, and the exclusive wheels and chrome-tinted grille. Inside the cabin. Like the updated Encore GX, the Envista has the same virtual cockpit system as the Encore GX, an 8.0-inch display for the driver and 11.0-inch center screen, both under a single piece of glass and a new instrument panel. Interestingly, the Avenir has piano key infotainment physical controls and a touchscreen, while the Sport Touring has 2 large round physical controls and conventional buttons. And while GM is considering dropping Apple CarPlay and Android Auto on future EVs, the popular integrations are still compatible in the 2024 Envista. There is an interesting textured material on the dash and doors, not quite fabric, but not plastic either. More colors show up as stitching and Buick favors gloss black trim. A flat-bottomed steering wheel is standard across all trims. While it is a small vehicle, there are 27 cubic feet of storage space in the back, and that grows to 42 cu-ft. With the rear seats down, a power lift gate is available. The Buick team has worked to differentiate its small crossovers from their Chevrolet counterparts by making the Buicks more premium with an emphasis on materials, a quieter cabin, more road isolation and comfort compared with a more visceral and aggressive Chevy personality. Buick is the top female brand in the U.S. Women account for about 58% of sales. With inventories back up after the semiconductor chip shortage, the brand has seen a 111% increase in sales in the U.S. The Encore GX is the best seller, but some months it takes a back seat to the Buick Envision. Russell thinks it will be a close 3-man race with the new Envista. Buick stopped building the smaller Encore in November 2022, and the roughly 2,000 still on dealer lots are expected to be gone by the time the Envista hits showrooms in mid-summer.